Here is a look at some of my orchids. It is May 4th, 2018. Now, I'll tell you, I'm thinking of giving up on growing orchids. I'm just not having any success with them. For example, I think in one of the last videos, I had this phalaenopsis coming into bloom, and the blossom actually died on the stem, so I never got to see it bloom. And it's also happened to me last year when I got it. The blossom just never opened, and it's supposed to be I think a double type of phalaenopsis and a Vini hybrid. I think the color is supposed to be sort of purple, a wine color, and yeah, it's easy to grow. I grow them under lights, and I've tried to adjust the humidity when I felt like the blossom wasn't opening, and it just still died. And so now I have to wait again next year because it does have some new growth coming right here. So it's another year waiting for things to happen, and it sort of kills the anticipation. You wait for something to happen and it doesn't happen. Last year I said, okay, well maybe this year, because the plant's growing in my conditions, it would open, and it just didn't open. So that was a little bit disappointing, and I'm not sure if I want to deal with it again. I'd rather grow some things that make me a little bit happier than this. Alright, and these, I've complained about these cattleyas for a while. These are the cattleya species that I've grown. Alright, and so this one is let's do this one first. This is cattleya labiata. I removed them from the bark a few days ago, and I know that these need to be watered, but I watered them yesterday morning. So because I just wanted to show you all the roots and see if this was good, to get your opinions on if this is good to should I trash this one or not. It does have new root growth right here, and so I don't know if it's worth the time and effort to sort of grow it out another year and see what happens, or if should I just toss it. But I'm likely going to just pot it back up and set it outside and let it do whatever it's going to do over the summer, and make the decision of whether to keep it or not in the fall. This one is Mossii, and I mean, although I want to get rid of it, I just can't. This is I found this one. I was very happy with it, and this has some great new growth. So you can see the new growth right here, and these are both supposed to be easy species plants to grow, and I'm screwing them up. So I think I've been growing them inside under the LED lights and the fluorescent lights for a while now, but this year I'm just gonna let them grow outside in a shady spot under sun, under the natural light, and just see what happens. I had success with it last year with some cattleyas I placed under normal sunlight last year, and they did well. They haven't bloomed yet, which is also frustrating, but I give these plants a chance to do what they need to do, and we'll see. But I am disappointed with them, and I feel like, at least indoors, they're taking up too much space for them not to do anything. So those are the cattleyas, and here are some phalaenopsis plants that I ordered, and these are not like I special ordered these. These are not like the phalaenopsis you get in the stores. They're supposed to have from species. It's supposed to be made from species that are warm growing, from warm. I can't even talk today. Warm growing areas. And this is this one, Immaculata, and I'm gonna end up mixing these up. And that's this one. And I think one of them is supposed to be scented. So, right here. These are growing okay. They're growing under lights. I might just put these on the windowsill too. I'm not sure about the pots. It has a lot of algae growth, so I might just sort of repot them into something better. Let's see. It's hard to do this with one hand, because the algae growth is kind of disgusting, I guess. Oh, yeah. That's not good at all, is it? So I need to figure out what's going on with the soil medium. I see dead roots. Ugh, that's not great at all. See, I'm just screwing all this up. These are not like the African violets and the sinninjas that I grow and the other gesneriads. These are a little bit more difficult. So I have some root issues going on here that I need to figure out, and I'm pretty sure the other plants have this issue as well, because I can tell when I was looking at this one that I don't think it's normal for the roots to sort of stop like that. They should all just be long. But I attributed that to them being a summer growing species, and they may not be as vigorous as the others, but let's see. Oops. Uh-oh. Hold on, just a sec. Okay, and so let's see this one. The root system is, I guess, better, but it has a better root system than the other one. So I will find some sort of way to repot these, and yeah, I don't know. I have to read up about these a little bit more, but I guess they were doing well enough. I'll make sure I don't mix the tags up here. And I won't take this one out, but that's the, well, hell, did it to the other ones, right? And, oh, this one is also seemingly in bad shape with the algae growth. And the sort of, no, the roots are okay, I think. They just have algae growth on them. So I'm going to play with these some more and see what needs to be done. I probably shouldn't have removed it like this, but yeah, I am going to keep these at least for another year and see what happens. But I think I'm just going to move some of these things on the windowsill that I've created under lights, just as, you know, I feel like if they're like out of sight, out of mind, I won't have this pressure to get rid of them or rehome them if they're not taking up space in the plant room. Because I have plenty of plants to worry about. So, and again, the cattleyas did well when I grew them outside under in a shady spot. So hopefully that will get some root growth going on them with them. And probably this time in the fall, I will be excited about them again. But this is the orchid update. I'll probably just set this one in the same spot as the phalaenopsis plants. But I need to see. I've never grown phalaenopsis before. I don't know if this is typical to the double flowered ones or double blossom ones, that they don't open or they have problems opening. I just tried to do some internet searches and I'm not sure. Nothing came up that was really helpful. So I'll just keep it around, research it some more, but sort of do some moving the plants around to figure out what's going on. So this is a orchid update. Not a great one. I wish I had some blooms to share, but here we go.